Another thing is you mentioned that SGE and like, how to optimize for SGE is a whole other topic. Like, while we have you, what are some of the quick tips or if there are quick tips about like optimizing for SGE?
Yeah, one thing is around just the brand thing. It's so one tactic with SEO was get mentioned in all these listicles. So if you look about it, like best video conferencing software, you'd want to get listed there, both like to get a link and to show up there. But now I think those are going to become more and more prevalent for even just showing up in the SGE answers. That's like the big one. And then a lot of it is just that brand stuff of just showing up and being seen in places and like those citations adding up. But honestly, I don't think SGE hasn't even launched. So a lot of people have theories and stuff. I'm not going to be overconfident and say that I figured it out because the thing hasn't even launched. So the number one thing I've seen, and there was a study around it, was are you citing sources externally to be seen as authoritative, and are you showing up on a bunch of other sites and getting citations? So what that tells me is just brand and quality is sort of heuristics there.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know whether it's like experimental or not. Like right now, when I search on Google, SGE is on top of my search results. And then like not only is that snip that you showed, but also like there's sources on the right. There's typically 3 articles, and I can actually do click through to those articles, which I would imagine, like those 3 articles is going to get a lot higher click through than the other
And I saw a study actually that a lot of the time the 3 articles that are getting cited by SGE are not the top ranking results for Google, which is a bit of a mind bender.
Right. Yeah. So I think that would be really interesting to see, like, or like have some sort of study to see, what's the trick here?
Yeah. So before we have any hard data, I would just, again, go back to the fundamentals. I'm a broken record, but there's the brand part and then the engagement part. I would suspect that part of the reason the natural listings aren't being cited is because they get lower engagement data. So even though they satisfy some of the old algorithmic checkboxes, they're not getting as much engagement, and Google doesn't want to cite them there because they don't think it'll perform well there.